Hi, folks. Today we're going to take a look at auditing Haven Hill, where he and a friend go to a private parking lot and get trespassed. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. And a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Aura. We're online a lot, and let's be real, there's a lot of shitty things online these days, and this is where today's sponsor, Aura, can come in and help you. Aura is an all-in-one digital security, protecting your personal data, monitoring your credit for you, has parental controls, VPN, antivirus, gives you 24-hour protection, and offers you a $1 million identity theft insurance policy. And why is Aura important to protect you? Well, we see a lot of things online that lead us to some websites that steal our data, then sell that stuff off to data brokers who can sell it and resell it, causing you to get spam calls, junk emails, and sign you up for things you didn't even want. But not only that, Aura puts an end to those pesky scam calls, the spam emails, and not only that, it can get your data removed from data brokering websites without you having to move a finger. Aura is offering you a free 14-day trial by using my link in the description box and signing up at aura.com/NCR or scanning the QR code. That's aura.com/NCR or scan the QR code for your free 14-day trial, and don't leave your data unsecured. Thank you again to Aura for sponsoring today's video, and don't forget to sign up for your free 14-day trial. Not only is it the best way to keep your personal data safe, but it's a great way to support the channel. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
Hey, what's going on? This is auditing Haverhill, Massachusetts. The security guard saying that he can trespass us. Private property. Yeah. He's gonna call the PD.
And the security guard is correct. He can trespass you from private property. This is a private parking lot. It's probably attached to either a storefront or it's just a privately owned parking lot near a storefront. The security guard does have authority on the behalf of the property owner to trespass people who are not supposed to be there. Since this is late at night, the security guard would be well within his authority to actually issue a trespass warning and notice to leave. Failure to leave would be in violation of the Massachusetts trespassing law, which would require them to call law enforcement to have you removed from the property. Nothing right now says that the property owner or the security guards do not have the authority to do so. Now, you could try to argue that, well, he's only a security guard. Actually, no. The security guard is given the authority to tell people to leave private property on behalf of the owner when the owner is not there. They are an agent of the property owner and have that authority to do so.
Call the PD. He's gonna trespass us right here. Call the PD. Yeah, he's gonna call the PD. Gonna plaster him all over YouTube. Security. 2301. Yeah. I'm gonna plaster this guy all over YouTube.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
for the security. Stay tuned, guys. Fidelity Security. Mister, I want to call the police because we're trespassing.
And he would be doing his job. According to Massachusetts state law, State Statute 120, trespassing, which states, whomever without right to enter or remain in or upon the dwelling, house, building, boat, or improvised or enclosed land, wharf, or pier of another, or enters or remains in a school bus after having been forbidden so to do by the person who has lawful control of said premises, whether directly or by notice posted thereof, are in violation of a court order. Meaning, since the security guard is hired by the landowner to maintain the security of the property, and he's asked you to leave and you refused, he is well within his rights to call law enforcement to have them remove you from the property. This would be in violation of the trespassing law if you continue to stay after being warned by the representative, in this case the security guard, to get off the property.
Five minutes later.
Smile, you're on YouTube.
Just wait over there, I'll be right with you.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine where I'm at.
You tell them to leave? Are you gonna leave? You're on private.
Yeah, we're not trying to stay here.
Okay, so
We're gonna bounce.
you have some ID?
You don't need my ID.
Yes, I do. You're trespassing.
We haven't committed a crime.
Yeah, you're trespassing.
Trespass
Yep, they
is
asked you to leave. You didn't leave yet. So
a
you're trespassing.
trespass is a
You have
crime.
your ID?
Can I finish?
No. Let me see your
A
ID.
trespass is a crime.
Yeah.
If I come back a second time.
No,
Shenanigans.
No.
Shenanigans.
No.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks, because the Frauditor here is wrong. See, trespassing is a crime, and it doesn't have to be you returning to the property after you've been trespassed to be a crime. The crime of trespass happens when somebody asks you to leave and you refuse to. At that point, you are committing a crime of trespassing. The security guard has informed him that him and his friend must leave the property. He's continued to stay. He's told him he would call law enforcement. He said he'll wait for law enforcement. At this point, he is committing the crime of trespassing. It could be considered criminal trespassing at this point as well. But if he did return to the property, that would be trespass after warning, and he would be arrested. Just because you have this notion that you can only be trespassed and arrested for that after you've been warned is false. Once you have been given the notice to leave and you continue to stay on a property or in a home, that is trespassing, and that is a crime.
it's a trespass if you.
No. That's not the way. That's not the way it
ID?
works. If we're asked to leave, then we need to have time to leave.
No. Can I see
It
your
becomes
ID?
a crime after the fact.
Can I see your ID?
No, you can't. It becomes a crime after the
Is
fact.
there someone else in the car with you?
I'm not driving.
No. Is there someone else in the car?
I'm not driving. It becomes a crime after.
Wrong. You're wrong.
If you're asked to leave, we need a chance to leave, and then it becomes a crime when we come back again on the property. You want to make that mistake, you can go ahead and do it. Because I'll attach myself to your pension.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
And then what? We were just here resting for a little while. Actually, let me get you supervisor.
No!
Yes, I'm not playing the game, okay?
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You call this a game?
Yeah.
You're trying to trespass us and convert it into a crime. And it's not a crime. We have to be asked to leave and then given the chance to leave. If we come back into the property, then it becomes a crime.
New Hampshire.
And you're mistaken yet again, Frauditor, because it is a crime to trespass. After you've been warned and you refuse to leave, you're committing the crime of trespassing. Now, you're saying that you need to be given opportunity to leave. Well, the security guard told you you're trespassing and you need to leave. At that point, you had plenty of time to leave. Instead, you chose to wait for the police to show up. Now, the police are well within their authority to ask you for your name or your ID so they can put it on an official trespassing notice, or they can run you like he's doing now. He's running your plates. And nothing like that is illegal because, again, you are in public view. He's well within his authority to do so. But this notion you have that trespassing only becomes a crime if you return is false. You've watched too many frauding videos. You've fallen for the scam of frauders to think that you can only be trespassed if you committed a crime or if you return. Once they've asked you to leave and you refuse, that is the crime itself of trespassing.
D. Victor, E. Edward, hyphen,
Yeah.
Nora, H. Henry, Rick.
Yeah. Know your job, buddy. Learn your job. I need a supervisor. Supervisor!
Would you shut the fuck up?
It's right there. Your phone's right there. You have your phone there? Yeah. No, I put it on the dash. Are you a supervisor?
What's that?
Are you a supervisor?
I am not.
I need a supervisor on scene. He's trying to convert somebody telling us to leave and not giving us a chance to leave into a crime. So we will have to be asked to leave, and then we have the opportunity to leave. And if we come back and we're here again, then that is a crime.
Again, you are wrong. The security guard told you that this is private property and you need to leave. You refused. That is trespassing. That is the crime. Asking a supervisor to come out here is not going to change the fact that you were given plenty of opportunities to leave. They told you that you were trespassing. They told you to leave. You chose to wait till the cops show up. Now that the cops are here, you want to say, I want a supervisor because you're trying to turn this into a crime when it's not a crime. You are the biggest fool right now because you have already committed a crime. The supervisor would tell you the exact same thing. They've asked you to leave. You've had opportunity to leave. You refused. That is trespassing. They're not arresting you right now or threatening you with arrest. They are asking for your ID, and they are telling you that you are being trespassed from the property. That is all they're doing right now. But you're trying to turn it into some grand conspiracy or violation of your constitutional rights when it's not.
Not the first time around, and he's asking for ID and all this other stuff, whatever. And he said, the security guard said that he's gonna call the cops. So we stood here and waited for you guys to get here so I can inform you guys that we haven't committed a crime until if we come back again after we're asked to leave.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Just to let you know, all right? You're being audio and visual recorded.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right.
But this guy's trying to ID, and he has no authority to ID us, because for him to ask us to leave, we need the opportunity to leave on our time, and he's asking for ID, and he shouldn't be asking for ID until we come back again. If we come back again, that is considered a crime.
Actually, no, he can ask you for your ID. He can ask you for your name. Because at that point, he could write it down in the notice of trespass and in the report that this individual has been trespassed from this property. That's how they would also know that you've been trespassed from the property. I keep saying this because this guy keeps saying that, oh, I have to come back a second time for it to be a crime. Once you have been asked to leave somewhere and you refuse, you are committing the crime of trespassing. That is the issue here. You choose to ignore it is because your own stupidity. You could easily understand this if you would stop frauditing or maybe use common sense and logic, but then again, we're asking a frauditor to use common sense and logic.
What brings you here?
We are delivering a bounce house. Okay? And it's already, no, not to this property, but another property, but it's late, so we need to wait until the AM to be able to bring it.
Okay. So you guys are looking for some place to stay?
Right. We were looking for somebody place to freaking just hang out until the AM before the party starts at 10 AM, and then drop it off, and then
there
freaking.
Are other spots you can park?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like where?
It's like Hafner's. It's like Kicksmart. It's the old Kicksmart.
Kicksmart,
Webster Highway.
But I want to know this guy's name and badge number right there.
That guy?
Yeah. I'm a YouTuber. I know what I'm doing.
All right.
Wow, the first time a frauditor's actually admitted that they're just a YouTuber. I'm surprised, actually. I thought he was going to say, well, I'm a member of the press, and he has to give it to me. The fact that you admitted that you're a YouTuber, and you've watched a lot of these YouTube videos, shows us where you're getting your information from. I mean, you have a phone in your hand. It's a smartphone, more than likely. You can actually Google search, or Bing, or, Webscape, whatever search engine you want to use to get this information. I mean, it's not that hard, but if you're just going to rely off of YouTube videos to get the information of what's a crime and what's not a crime, what's trespassing, what's not trespassing from frauditors, you might want to rethink your research and where you're getting your info from.
I'm not a rookie to this. I don't want him to make a mistake and have us freaking trespass and have us act like we're committing a crime when we're not.
With all due respect, what the fuck are you talking about?
So you're just looking for a place to park tonight?
Yes, till tomorrow morning. And he doesn't need to ask for ID because there's no ignition in the car.
No, I can't get the fucking light off of this. You have a driver's license?
Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, good. Well, you're trespassing.
No, we're trespassing and we come back again.
Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me.
We're trespassing and we come back again.
Wrong!
In the mission, and I'm not driving. Okay. But you've been drinking?
No, we have not.
So thank you. Don't ask me for driver's license. Oh, are you guys gonna leave?
Yeah, we never said we weren't. He just said he's gonna call the cops, so we waited for you guys.
So who's been drinking?
Nobody.
Well, I can smell some alcohol.
No. We're not gonna go with that down that route. We're not going down that route that you can smell alcohol. Hey, excuse me. You have no right to open the door.
Are you guys gonna leave?
That's a violation of our Fourth Amendment.
Now, this is a bit of a gray area to tackle due to the fact that the officer has said that he has smelled the odor of alcohol. He may be within his authority to open the door to check if there's any open containers or hidden bottles. But is it a violation of his Fourth Amendment rights? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not a law scholar, I'm not a lawyer, so I really can't answer that question. But based from what I've seen and from what we can hear, the second person in the vehicle sounds like he may be inebriated or he might just be tired. So it would be well within the authority of the police to possibly open the door to check to see if there's any open containers. But again, like I said, this is a gray area. I'm not a law expert. I'm just a YouTuber who makes videos on frauditors.
Yeah.
Get in the car and leave then.
We never denied we weren't.
Okay, well...
He said he was going to call the cops.
Security said they told you to leave.
Yeah, we're waiting for you guys so we can leave.
Looking to deliver a bounce house.
Yeah, but he said he was calling the cops and we weren't trying to leave until you guys got here.
They don't want you here. So
That's fine. We're ready to leave, but we're waiting for you guys because he said he was going to call the cops.
Get in the car and leave then.
All right, well, then you guys leave first.
Doesn't work that way. You're being asked. You're on private property. You've been asked to leave. Get in the car and leave.
Do you own it?
You're going to be arrested.
Own
You're
it.
going to be arrested. What's that? No,
we're leaving.
You've been asked to leave. Now get in the car.
What's your name and badge number?
Okay, I'm not playing your game. Get in the car and go. You're going to get arrested.
Can I just have your name and badge number?
You cannot.
So that's Masker.
Are you going to leave?
What police station is this?
Get in the car and leave.
Okay. I'm sure my viewers will love this. You can arrest us if you want, but then you have to deal with the freaking litigation of it.
Are you gonna leave? You leave?
Yeah, we're leaving.
See you later.
Bye. Have a good night, Mr. Masker.
Bye. He asked me for my license.
If he stops us, it's retaliation. It's retaliation. If he stops us, it's retaliation.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
You gotta keep recording.
Yeah.
And we're going to end it here, folks. They were trespassed from the property and drove off. Every time this frauditor said that he couldn't be trespassed unless he came back a second time is completely wrong. More than likely, he's watched too many videos on YouTube and got the idea that he can only be trespassed if he returns, which is not the case. He needs to understand the law better if he's going to continue to fraud it, because if not, I can predict a couple of arrests and some lengthy probation periods for him. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel, the podcast, and don't forget to sign up for your free 14-day trial of Aura. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. You guys mean the world to me, and I can never thank you enough.